Good day, degenerates, and welcome to the extra spooky first episode of Season 2 NotACult podcast, where each episode I am joined by my three associates and we discuss carefully curated topics. Ranging from gaming news and deep philosophical questions to truly degenerate topics, there are no taboo subjects on this podcast. Every week, Retrovin, Craze, and I'm Degradation by the way, each present a topic to discuss amongst each other, with a live audience chiming in every now and then. Now, this episode is special in a number of ways. First of all, this is the first episode of Season 2. We're all very happy to be back, and it is accidentally on Halloween. So we're going to do our best to keep things spooky. And aside from that, we also have our first guest ever, which is Fonch. Fonch, how are you doing? Who are you? Who are you?
That is such a big question. Who knows who they are? I'm Fonch. I don't know, Irish. I found you whenever you were just starting out, I think. Right before you were affiliate?
Yes.
Yeah. And been here ever since, I guess. And I've recently started streaming myself, but I don't have a schedule yet or anything. So if anyone's interested in that, then they can follow me.
Are you plugging yourself at the start of the podcast? How dare you?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go. Yeah, I've been trying to get rid of Fonch for a long time now, but she just won't leave. Everybody clap for our first guest ever, Fonch. Also in chat, everybody clap. Fonch is also clapping for herself, which is very cute. All right, Craze, how have you been doing, man? We've all haven't seen each other for a little while, for 2 weeks, because we had an actual break in between. So I'm curious to see how my boys are doing.
What break?
What? Last week.
I've seen you every week.
Not last week. No, last week I was in Copenhagen getting shit-faced.
Yeah, human resources didn't give me any advice, any reminder about some break and vacation time. I had annual leave? No, I didn't. These other two did.
Listen, I have no retort to that. Anyway, how are you doing?
Nah, we're doing good. We're doing good. You know, I'm glad to have Fonch finally on the podcast, the unofficial fairy goth mother.
Hey.
I mean, honestly, I've heard so many things. I've heard some things, you know, here and there on the Discord. You know, we had the readings almost every day. We're both Sagittarius, so of course, you know, I love those days when she gives us, you know, gives me mine. But another little thing that I've heard about, I have not, and I expect today to be the day I finally hear something, are her scary stories.
Yes, very excited about those for sure. No pressure. Anyway, Finn, say things, please.
I just wanted to tell people that are watching or listening to us to explain why we didn't speak this past 2 weeks. Actually, nobody here is friends. We just come here,
no.
gather professionally, 100%. Yeah, and then after that we just like move. We actually can stand each other for like 5 minutes. It's a pain to speak to each other, you know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, 200%.
This entire podcast is painful, honestly, but you know, we suffer for our art, and that's fine. All right, I think it's a good idea to go to the first topic, and while we have Finn talking, Finn, why don't you tell us about that one zombie pastor from Brazil that you mentioned somewhere during this week?
Oh yeah, so Brazil is the gift that keeps on giving. I fucking love our news, dude. So one thing that happened in 2008, I think, there was a pastor here that he got a revelation that he's actually going to resurrect after 3 days. And people believed him. All right, no problem. It's faith. So it happened that this guy died the past month. And everybody was like, wow, what happens now? Is he coming back? Is he not coming back? And there was a lot of turmoil because when you die, you gotta take the body to do all the dead things. And his wife was not letting people get near the body. No, this body is staying here. And the body is still there for like 3 days. So there was a lot of people gathered in front of the house, and I think they were going to the cemetery, but there was still like people expecting that this guy would be resurrected.
Right.
And there was a lot of people there, and they were like, "Yeah, so we're waiting for this guy to be resurrected." The newsman, reporter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just like, "Yeah, so we're here gathered together to expect if he's going to resurrect." And then this guy passes behind him like, "Yeah, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Yeah, he's not coming back." And he proceed to bury him. So that was the amazing story of how like a whole city gathered together to see if this guy was coming back, and he's not.
They were chanting
Yeah.
"Open the
Oh.
coffin" or something too, right?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
No.
I remember
They were
that
like-
detail.
Some of the believers didn't actually believe that he was dead, so they were like, "You're burying a living guy. Open the coffin. Open the coffin."
Everyone,
Yeah.
Brazil, everyone.
Yeah.
Short and sweet, but a very nice Halloween. I called it zombie pastor in my notes. I don't know why, but it's very Halloween if I say that.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. It was fucking crazy.
All right. What I forgot to
I thought
mention
he was
is
going to
that
come back.
Yeah,
maybe
he
he's
got
back.
he
Yeah.
you know, he told that he got the revelation from the Holy Spirit, right? And
Yes.
this was 2008. The thing that actually got me most like curious is that this guy's name was Uber. I was like, holy shit, this guy has the name of the app. And
he's
yeah.
getting an Uber from the afterlife. It's kind of busy
Right.
right now. He can't find an Uber, but he'll be
Yeah.
back.
prices are too
would-
damn high.
I would have thought it was more because where you from?
No, I'm from Uberlandia, yeah. Actually, that's a fun
Hey.
thing. 2 years ago, I think I went to a Simple Plan concert, first time in my life, because nobody ever comes to my city, and Simple Plan somehow came here to do a show for like
That's
100 people, 200 people. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. I always wanted to see that because I was a big fan back in the day when I was a young emo kid, and now that I'm older and have to pay bills, nothing more sad than that. I went to Simple Plan. So the singer from Simple Plan, he was just too passionate about the city name. He every in between songs, he was like Uberlandia, Uberlandia. I was like, damn, dude, yeah, we know where we are, dude. Okay.
Maybe he was being filmed and he just knew nobody would ever believe that he had actually
Yeah.
filmed there.
There's more to that. There's more to unbelievable things that bands say here. So, close to this date, Scorpions actually came to do a show here.
Mhm.
Was White Snake, Scorpion, and Halloween. Fucking good show. But
Oh.
anyway, so
Topical
I
even.
forgot his name now. But the guy from Scorpions, he was like, "Yeah, there was a day 40 years ago on the autobahn that I said one day we would be here." I was like, "Fuck off, dude! I used to live like 100 kilometers away from here, and I never thought I would live in Uberlandia. And you're telling me that from German, you were thinking about Uberlandia, dude?"
This is buttfuck nowhere, Brazil. I'm pretty sure, and
Yeah, it's
No
I
way
mean,
did
it's
he say
it's a
that.
big city, but it's not a big city anyway. Nobody really knows Uberlandia,
right.
especially a guy from fucking Germany.
I know it.
know.
I know it now. It's famous
now
after
we
this
do.
episode.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever do a show, please, and in Uberlandia, please always say like, yeah, 20 years ago, I was thinking one day I'll be big enough to make a show in Uberlandia.
20 years ago, I was listening to the NotACult podcast, and
Fuck Rio, fuck Sao Paulo.
anyway, I forgot to say, everyone. You might notice that our big lovable Dominican boy Retro isn't here right now. He couldn't make it to this podcast, but he will be back very soon. So for all of you that just instantly clicked away the moment they didn't hear his sexy voice, first of all, I completely understand. Oh wait, they're gone anyway, so fuck them. He'll be back. He'll be back soon. Next topic. We're already getting derailed with the Scorpion and Simple Plan story. Yes. Next topic is, how do each of you celebrate Halloween? And I'm gonna start with Craze, as he is an American. an American that does not like spooky stuff. So I'm very interested to hear.
Filthy American. Hey, you guys are confusing that. I like the spooky stuff. I just don't like the jump scares. That's the only thing I don't like about those games. But I like the spooky stuff. It's a good story time. Hey,
Sure.
no, I'm actually really interested in hearing Fonch's stories and all that. No, man, it's basically I grew up just doing the opposite of just going to trick or treating. I wasn't trick or treating. We were doing the mischief. It was all being mischievous, being as a kid, going out there,
Destroying
riding your
public
bikes,
property, right?
Exactly. Egging the
Love that. Love
ambulances.
that.
Boom.
TPing
Oh,
the
cool.
TP people's cars. All the good stuff when you were a kid. But now that I'm grown, and now as a family man, it's all about onesies.
Onesies. Why are you not
onesies,
wearing a onesie right
onesies.
now?
I'm not wearing my Reptar onesie.
Oh fuck, that's
Oh my
cool.
god, you have a Reptar one. Where
Oh,
did you even
dude.
I have
get that?
Dude.
Walmart.
Oh,
Walmart
I wish we had a
Superstore.
Walmart. God damn it.
Yeah. So we do this every year. We have this thing where, but it's like a tradition like for like all the holidays,
Right.
most especially like during Halloween, where we go to Walmart, we find like the biggest onesies, the stupidest ones, or the ones that really gets like catch our attention. Like like this case was Reptar. I got a Spider-Man one. I think I saw an Optimus Prime one I was about to grab the other day, and then my wife does like
Dude.
pandas. She has a Minion one, and then the kids like right now they're all sleeping. I'm gonna wake them up later on, put their costumes on, make some Halloween stuff like make Halloween cupcakes because we're not gonna go on during this whole situation, go to like trick or treating.
Right.
We just do it in the house. So kind of like an Easter hunt, we just put candy everywhere. I don't have to find it, stuff like that.
Can
That's
I leave a
not-
suggestion?
Go ahead.
You got me interested with the Team P thing, and I say like now that I'm grow up and everything. But what about gathering some coworkers and Team Ping your boss car? Hmm?
I'm not fast enough to run away like I was before. So the most I can do is pull a hamstring or just scream out my back and hit the ground rolling.
For those of you listening,
No.
Craze is 65 this year, but he's
Mhm.
looking
Yeah.
very spry still. He
Yeah,
isn't spry,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he's
No.
looking that way.
I don't have a boss up here, dude. I am the
Shit,
boss.
dude.
So
Yeah,
I'm the one getting TP'd.
yeah.
But
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
no,
You made it,
Halloween
man.
in general, man.
Well, suggestion for the other workers then.
Yeah, it's honestly, man, but for Americans, Halloween is if you're young, it's partying. Like partying is like every weekend. There's no difference there. But in general, it's just diabetes recognition day. Just
Very nice.
Oh god. How things turn when you get older, like Jesus.
oh, I guess bad. Hey, I mean, shit, you should see the stuff that used to happen. Oh, you know what? This is a spooky story that I can give you. There was like a year where there was somebody in my neighborhood or like in New York in the Bronx that they were injecting blood into candies.
Actual blood.
Yeah.
Cool blood.
Human blood.
What?
Yeah.
Is this a common thing
Wow.
for you guys? Like, don't accept candy from strangers because there might be
Oh,
drugs
yeah,
there.
yeah.
One
Well,
day,
yeah,
one-
it's a common sense thing. But when Halloween kicks in, fuck common sense. Let's go get free candy from everything. But there was somebody going around saying that they were injecting like they had AIDS, so they were injecting their
Oh,
own
I
blood
see.
into like little sample size candies
See,
and then giving it to
The
kids.
That's
fuck?
too real of a
That's
horror
so
story,
messed up.
man.
The drug one, I never believed that because, dude, drugs are fucking expensive. One day, I was like 14 years old, I think, and I was at the bus station, and these old women came to me and gave me like a huge bag full of candies, dude, full of yogurt candies. I fucking love those. And I didn't eat any, but I came home and my mother was like, "You throw that in the garbage right now. This is filled of drugs. You don't know who gave it to you. You know shit about it." Like, Mom, it was an old lady. She doesn't
Fuck
even
them
know
up.
what drugs is.
Fuck them old ladies. Yes, they do. They invented cocaine. They invented all that crap.
So
They
we
were
all
they
I
were
mean,
sniffing in the backyard.
So we
Even
also
better,
we
right?
also say don't accept candy from strangers, but that's because it is a very common way of children getting abducted by following some dude
Yeah.
with candy and
Same
being shoved
here,
into
yeah.
a van.
Yeah.
The Scooby Doo van.
Yeah, ours would be kidnapping as well. It wouldn't be about the drugs or anything.
Right. And
Come see my puppy, right? And
and
then
I
you go
think
see
we
the
had
puppy,
one
and there's no
time.
puppy.
It's not for Halloween. We have a different holiday which I will talk about in a minute, where somebody put razor blades into the candy.
What?
Like
Yes.
actual Candyman
How
stuff.
how big was the
Yeah.
candy?
Right?
I think like
Or,
Snickers
or how
bars,
small
stuff
is the
like
razor
that.
blade, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the
Maybe it's a
details.
tiny
Holy.
razor blade.
Now for a completely different take. Vin, how do you celebrate Halloween? I know you
We
in
don't.
Brazil you don't,
Huh.
right?
Yeah, we don't. But
Really?
really, it's not even like a holiday for us or anything. But some people like to decorate their houses, maybe because of movies or something like that. And if you go to very rich neighborhoods where you know in Brazil, you know you're at a rich neighborhood if the houses doesn't have like walls, like outside.
Oh,
You know what I
fence,
mean?
like a fence.
Yeah, it's not really a fence. It's like a huge wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
concrete.
yeah, concrete walls. And if the neighborhood doesn't have like these concrete walls, you're at a rich neighborhood because nobody here trusts anybody. If you're at a rich one, then everybody has a lot of money. So whatever, dude. If you see my fucking big TV here inside my house, no problem.
Mhm.
So that's where normally people do celebrate the trick or treat things because they do have like this sense of community, all that shit. They're not trying to murder each other every single damn second. So that's how it works. Normally, where I lived, it's just a regular day. Maybe with like some spooky movie to watch or anything like that.
Right. Right.
It's a very American thing, to be honest, but it's like back home in Dominican Republic. Nobody celebrates anything out there. It's just that because we have people that came from the States that bring it over, they're celebrating it, and now
Right. And
the local
movies and
business are
stuff,
kind of
which
capitalize on it. Like Thanksgiving. Like, what the fuck are you celebrating Thanksgiving for? That's not even
I know you've got
that's the
like Canadian
American problem.
Thanksgiving
That's an
though, right?
American problem. That's an
I
American
don't
problem. I
even
don't know
know
why
what happens at Thanksgiving. What are you for
You
real
you
now?
fucking
What are
eat.
you giving thanks for in this case? It's
Oh,
like
For
what was the
taking over a
concept?
country.
Yeah. Hey, don't bring that up. Okay, don't bring that up. First of all,
Sorry.
I'm not on either side of this thing. All I'm saying is that Thanksgiving is just celebrate for all the arrival in the new world. Okay, so that's one thing. Then the other side says, no, you killed everybody. I just had this conversation with my wife yesterday. I was like, listen, don't get involved. You either eat the turkey. You don't like turkey, eat the chicken. That's all. If you don't want, just don't even say why. Just eat something
Just eat.
that's poultry on that day. That's
just
all you
eat
gotta
the
do.
turkey.
Just eat the fucking turkey. And I don't even eat turkey myself either. So fuck it.
All right, fine.
But yeah, it's just an American thing.
Yeah.
Ireland.
All right.
Ireland and Halloween. I think you do somewhat celebrate it, right? Or is it just
We
you guys?
invented it.
You invented
We
it.
Oh, really?
invented it. We invented Halloween. Yeah. So
Shots
called
fired.
Samhain
Shots
here.
fired.
I swear. No, we actually invented it. That's why it's in America. That's why it's in everywhere because there's more Irish people in the world in other countries than there are in Ireland because of our famine and everything. We emigrated like we had to. Yeah. So we started it off. It started because the first day of November is like Day of Saints. And so it's supposed to be that Halloween is like the time where the veil is like so thin between like the living and the dead.
hmm
And people used to carve turnips, which like before we had pumpkins, because pumpkin is an American thing, I think. That's what they brought
Not
over.
sure,
I think
but
it's
yes.
American.
Cool.
Yeah. So we used to carve turnips. Thank God that you brought it over because I don't think I could
That
ever
sounds
carve a
lame as
turnip. Those
fuck.
things are
That
tough.
that sounds lame as fuck.
Imagine that shit.
Yeah, they're a lot creepier though. A lot
Really?
creepier if you ever see one.
They got
Yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
hair. They got the step. on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah. So yeah, and then we would also dress up on Halloween because we wanted to trick the spirits. So if they didn't recognize us because we were dressed up, then they wouldn't like come after us or possess us or anything. So that's where it came from.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've heard that story before. I just didn't know it was Ireland related at all. But how do you
Yeah.
celebrate it though?
Um,
Like these days.
we celebrate like trick or treating. Really, it's gotten like it used to be so much better. We do have one Halloween festival which I've never been to because it's in Derry, which is in Northern Ireland.
Hmm.
Bit of a contentious subject because some people call it London Derry, some people call it Derry. So I'm not going to get into it. Don't want to make any fights.
We're here to
I
start
feel like
fights.
my
Make
though.
camera
fights.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
fights.
I've heard.
Fight,
I've heard what
fight,
I've heard what the
fight,
Brits had to say
fight.
about you guys.
Oh fuck, ghost. No. So now we just celebrate it with like normal trick or treating, and now that I'm like an adult, because I love trick or treating so much that I did it until when you're way too old that I'd be like bringing my younger siblings over and I'd still dress up and be like, can I get candy too? Like, can I please get sweets? And
No,
they'd be like,
I'm here for
no.
the
And I'm like,
children. I promise.
oh yeah, totally. Not to get loads of free stuff. No. Um, yeah, but now it's just horror movies and horror games and stuff. That's kind of what I do now.
Mhm.
Right.
Very
so
sad.
So in the Netherlands, I don't think I heard of Halloween until I was like 15 or something. It's not a thing here at all. Lately, like my generation, I think, has been adopting some of the things. Like trick or treating is not a thing for sure, especially not on this day. But we do have another celebration on November 11th, which is called Sint Maarten, which translates
My
to
birthday. That's what you're celebrating on November 11th.
hell yeah,
Right?
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Netherlands. Thank you.
That's
So
the
it-
most exciting thing happened in the Netherlands so far, apparently.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it's such a treat to have Finn on this planet. Anyway, it's
Thank
called
you, guys.
it's called Sint Maarten, which is Saint Martin or some saint. It's probably there's a name for him. And we go door to door and we sing songs. We don't dress up. We have this little light, this little lantern. The kids do sing songs and they get candy. We have that, which is apparently 11 days later. I don't know how it's related. It's got to be related, right? But I had never heard of Halloween in my first years as a kid. And these days, yeah, we watch a spooky movie and that's about it. I tried getting Halloween decorations the other day. It's fucking impossible. There's only some like paper cutouts of a spider, which look like garbage. There's this tiny table, and in September they just start selling Christmas stuff. And there's this one table that has some Halloween decorations, like a single lantern, a kind of dodgy looking pumpkin, a candle that is orange, and stuff like that. And the rest of the entire massive store is filled with Christmas decorations from September onwards. But I watch a spooky movie now. I watch a spooky movie and I eat some pumpkin related stuff. That's it.
Can we start a petition to save degradation from the Netherlands? Because holy shit, I don't think that you even fit in over there anymore.
Yeah, just give me a lot of money and I will move. I promise.
I've been hearing you talk about the Netherlands, and I'm like, is it just like a valley, like an
somewhat,
open
yeah.
plain,
It's like,
and
It
all
is-
you see is
it's an
sheep?
open plain.
I'm starting
right,
to
global
notice a
warming.
pattern. Actually, I'm starting to notice a pattern because one of there is Helen. There's Helen. Every time that somebody brings the Netherlands, they're like, "Yeah, I fucking hate this place. This place sucks and whatever." Always like this, dude.
It sucks. It
like
sucks.
Vin talks about Brazil, but Brazil is corruption and murder. That's Dominican. I have a reason to get the fuck out of there.
That's
and
exciting,
back
though.
home.
That's exciting.
But
We
it's
don't
still
have any
you.
of that. No, we
Anyway.
have corruption.
But
Yeah.
I think the most dangerous thing is absolute boredom.
Yeah, kind of.
No wonder you get drunk so much. Holy shit.
I mean,
He's always
Do
drunk.
crimes, violence and
Yeah.
corruption saves
Yo,
lives.
I
do
I
crimes,
mean-
I want-
do crimes, everyone.
to be
Go
fair,
down in history, Dad.
the Netherlands is very dangerous. You can get like food poisoning from eating or overeat. You could. We have a lot of drowning
world
because
problems.
people are just so safe they forget to swim. Stuff like that. You know, it's very dangerous. And
Amazing,
for sure.
dude.
Wait,
Amazing. That's amazing.
Let's recap that last thing you just said. It's so safe that people forget.
People
how to- you know, people will forget to swim, so you just throw yourself into the vast ocean.
Yeah, expecting to be
And say-
saved, and sometimes
Be like,
it happens.
"Take me."
I expect the flows.
Yes,
I-
Guys,
all of
don't
these are
worry,
facts.
it's all flatlands. It's all
I-
flatlands. So
I
global
do have
warming.
a contestation. I want to contest what Helen is saying in the chat, that your guys' government is the absolute worst. Please visit me. Let's do a tour here.
Yeah, that,
And
somebody
then
in
when you
chat said
return, you'll
that.
be like, actually, it's not that bad. All right? It's not that bad.
I swear to God, bro. It's like you make it sound like you live in Far Cry. Listen,
It
it's like
kinda
I'm
sounds
thinking
like
that one of
that,
these
yeah.
days, like I'm gonna go to Brazil, and the president's gonna come out in a red speedo with his heavy chest out,
Very
smoking a
possible.
cigar with a chihuahua in the other hand. I'm
Totally
like, bro,
possible.
like this is possible.
100%, yes.
Totally
From what
possible.
I've heard of Brazil,
Some journalists actually interviewed the vice president on Speedo, you know, because he was at the beach and he was like, "Yeah, I'm
I've seen
really
the
Yeah. Oh
evidence
my
of this.
gosh.
Yes, this
yeah."
actually happened. I've seen the. I've
It
seen
just
the evidence.
happens. Yeah.
That just sounds like a great time, like in normal mode.
I mean, how bad can it be? Finn is still alive. Anyway, Fonch,
Barely.
I think it's about time for a spooky story. Have you got?
Oh,
Can you spook things up for us real quick?
I can spook things up for us. So I have two spooky stories that I've been through myself, and I'll let you guys choose. One of them's a bit longer, so
Doesn't
no,
matter.
we'll actually keep that one for a bit later.
I will interrupt
That
you
one's
every now
my
and
that
then.
one's my
I
haunted
just.
apartment.
All right. And the
No,
other
it's
one?
fine. Yeah, everyone just and the other one was from whenever I used to babysit in my home village, and something spooky happened there.
All right. So
Why you
I'm
gotta be
biased
children?
because I know of the haunted apartment, but it's very good. But I'm curious about the other
Mm,
one. So Vin and Craze, you can
yes.
choose. You can choose. Miss Hyde in chat says village.
I choose babysitting because
I,
that's where most of the horror movies start with a babysitter dying.
I'll go with the kid one
I'm
because
actually a
I know I'm gonna
ghost.
get scared later on with mine.
Oh yeah. All
You
right.
want? Oh, wait. So
Babysitting.
which one will I do? The babysitting. Okay, cool. So this one happened whenever I was about, I think I was 17. Uh, so our village growing up is like it's so tiny. I cannot describe to you how small this village is. It's one street long, entirely one street. You can see the end and the start of it, and it's like an in-between space where people go through to go either to Northern Ireland or you go through to go to Dublin. There's no other reason to be there,
Yeah. For
and
context,
that's
only
it.
Fonch and two sheep live there. Go on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And actually, our name, the name of the village in Irish means crossing of the sheep. So
I
there's
didn't
literally
know
no
that.
reason for it to exist. No reason for it to exist other than for farming. Yeah, so that's where I grew up. So this family came into town to open up a Chinese. They're so good. I love them so much. So that's who we started babysitting for. But like me and my wee sister started doing it because like we were young and there wasn't much jobs, and we were like, we'll just get a bit of extra money. And we stupidly started doing it for like 20 euro a night.
Oh.
That was just it, which is good. But then whenever we babysat for this family, we were babysitting for like almost 12 hours,
Hmm.
and you're getting 20 euro and then splitting
No,
it
you
between
you
two
you're
people.
raising.
I was about
Are you
to.
raising their kids?
No,
Did you
well, they
adopt?
worked a lot. Like they were just setting up their place, so and their wee boy was young. I'm not gonna say his name, like, because this is the internet. So yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
controversial.
controversial. It's not my place to say. It's not
Honestly,
my
I'll
kid.
let you babysit me for 20 euros. That's a steal. I don't need
Is
babysitting,
it?
but
It's proper steal.
it's so cheap. I'm considering it.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
You're the
I said
dynamic
that
duo.
I can I babysit remotely. It send me 20 euros and I'll be like doing whatever
Oh,
Yeah,
sure,
through
yeah.
here. Deal.
yeah, totally. Okay, so to set the scene, this is like it was like an in-between house until they waited for their house to get like finished for moving in. So it was on top of our pharmacy in the village. You had to walk in like a door, walk in a door, walk up some steps, and then there was a door that was locked that we didn't know it was in. And the little boy used to always say the monster lives in there.
Oh,
So
fuck.
first of all, you're like, oh fuck, yeah, because you couldn't go in, and you'd hear some kind of noises in there at night, and you're like,
No,
what the
fuck
fuck?
off.
Like, do these people have something chained in there or something? I think it is just connected to the pharmacy, and that's why it's locked. Um, but yeah, it was really weird. And so you'd walk up the stairs, and there's that room, then a bathroom, then a bedroom, and then you walk up the stairs again, and it's like an open plan kitchen sitting room. So we'd spend all the time on the like top floor.
Right.
So he has like this pile of toys in the house, and like some of them are for like from when he was a baby. He's like 4 now. So like Chris, I'm sure you know that toy that is like it's like a dial up thing, and like you put the dial to the animal and it's like cow says moo.
Oh hell
That
yeah!
one?
Woo, and then it points to the thing,
Yeah,
gives you that. Yeah. Oh
yeah,
hell
yeah,
no! That shit.
yeah.
Oh no!
So
Oh, I know where this is going.
yeah. So it was this toy, right? So I was putting him to bed. So I was babysitting for 12 hours, and I was putting him to bed. So I had to like stay on the steps from the kitchen and everything's up there, but I'm staying on the steps because he always would get up because it was so hard to put to bed for a while. So I just stay there and then wait until he got up and then put him back to bed, and be like, I'm not fucking playing around. So I was there for a while. He was just about to go to sleep, and then the next thing his toy went off, And I was like, that's weird because he hasn't been playing with it all day. Like, it's not on standby. And I've been here all day to know he wasn't playing with it. So I went upstairs, found it in like the pile of things, took the batteries out, thinking maybe the batteries are run down. Then put him back to bed because obviously he got up with all the commotion. And then I sat back down the steps, and then the toy went off again
Without the batteries.
without the batteries.
No, fuck you.
Yeah.
This is like every horror movie.
I swear.
Shut up.
Now, what animal noise was it making though?
I can't remember. I think it was the moo because I always remember the moo.
Doja Cat was
Oh,
hunting you. I see that right now.
Could have been, yeah. So
The cow
like just to give you
says,
some context.
die.
No, God, Jesus. So to give context, guys, I have grown up like reading all of the like shitty, those Take a Break or Chat magazines that are like, my husband left me for his brother. You know those ones?
Oh, yeah.
There's like a ghost
old
version
school
of them.
clickbait.
Old
Mhm.
school, old school. Fucking love them. Grew up on them. Absolutely love them. So I used to like read all this shit about ghosts and everything, and then I had this in my head where I was like, right, if I tell it to do something, then it'll do it because I'm more powerful than a ghost because I have a body and all this. I'm 17. I haven't fucking clue. So I'm like walking up the stairs. I'm fucking terrified, shaking, and I just said like, please stop. You're gonna wake him up. And then I shit you not, the toy said, okay, bye bye.
No, fuck off.
I swear
Oh!
to God. Even saying it now, I'm like, how is that real? But I know it happened. Yeah.
At least it was
And
kind
the
of
toy
polite, right?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
lovely.
damn. I was looking for
No.
murder, but I might wake up the kid, so
No.
bye-bye.
It was just that. And then like
Maybe next
you'd
week.
hear footsteps on the stairs and everything like that, but that was like the main thing that happened. And my sister wasn't there that night, so I texted her and I still had like 4 hours left to babysit because they were both working. I texted her and I was like, please come here. This place is haunted as fuck. And she's like, haha, I know. And just never came up. So I spent the rest of the night on those stairs, like too afraid to go back up.
I don't know.
If you get back there, the kid would be floating, like laying on the bed and
Oh,
floating.
no.
Right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not the
Oh,
biggest
that's
believer
awful.
in ghost stuff, but that would be very convincing to me. Like removing the
That-
batteries
that-
and it still keeps going. Damn. Just crazy.
Dude, no, in my mind, I'll give up any excuse of why it happened. Oh, I pulled the batteries out. It must have been on retail mode, because there's a mode in there that gives you a little extra little battery. I'm like, but no, but that's my mind. I'm giving myself an excuse
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
to
you're
not
so
believe what the
scared.
fuck is going on. So
Yeah,
that would be
But
like,
it's just the fact that sorry, you know that toy. That toy does not have okay bye bye in that
no,
thing.
that's the that
That's what I
stupid
mean.
little knob, that
Yeah.
fat arrow in the middle. It's spooky in itself. That thing even spinning like that and just like going at it. But if you get the same thing more than 2 times in a row, there's something wrong. I'm throwing it out. Break it. That's it. It's outside the door.
That's your
But no,
line.
But if you break it,
No.
the spirit's gonna be released.
yeah, release it.
True.
Send it to the other realm. Don't keep that shit here.
No, because then it can stick on you. I'm not fucking around with that. No.
Listen. We gotta
Beautiful,
cohabitate.
beautiful.
If he comes at me, I got 2 things for him: obesity and a lot of So either you what you want. You can either go or you live my life. What do you want?
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Because if he fixes me, then I think it's a good trade off.
Yeah,
But,
yo, possess me real quick. Hit the gym for a couple of
Bro,
months straight, and I'll
I'm
be
like,
back. All right.
For real. Like, I want to go to the Olympics. Let's do this. Fucking go Danny
You and me,
Phantom
you
on their
and me.
asses. I do have something for you, Dej. I remember I told you earlier, I don't think I had any spooky stories at all.
Right.
I guess I think I had a repressed memory because one of my buddies from back home,
Oh shit. Let's go.
I told him,
Shit.
damn, bro, like, I'm doing this podcast tomorrow, and I really,
One
I don't really know. I just,
sec. Fonch just did the most Irish thing I've ever seen. She drank lemonade out of a Guinness glass, out of a big ass Guinness glass, and that's
Do you think there are other glasses?
in Ireland. No, I don't think so.
No.
I thought that was beer. I thought that was beer. I was like, you go, girl.
All right, sorry, I had to react to that. Go on,
No,
please.
no.
Sorry.
He hits me up and says, dude, the fuck? You forgot about the trip? I'm
Oh.
like, what trip? I'm like,
The
so he
trip.
starts talking. So I'm looking at my phone for a while. He's telling me. I'm like, and I'm starting to get back thinking like, holy shit. So way back, like back, this is like 2000 and I gotta say like 2009 around there.
200 years ago. Check.
Yeah, 200 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It turns so every country has like their legends, their myths, all that. They got their tales about certain things that happen, right? So there's this one that's actually really close, not maybe about 40 minutes away from where we live, around from where Retro lives. Retro might remember this one. I don't know the full context of the story, but the whole premise is that on the way
Wait, Retro was there
or like in
at
this
the time?
no. Is that
You
DR
told
is
me.
not that. I mean, DR is big, but it's not really that big. So a lot of the same tales from the Northeast, we all kind of know it. So there was always this tale about this, like when you go from town to town, right? From where my family is to go into like the main like tourist attraction, go Puerto Plata. On the way up there, there's like a lot of mountain areas. Like you literally like you have to go through a man-made tunnel that they dug right through a mountain. So the whole route to go over there is a lot of like tall grass and farmlands on the side of the roads. There's this like urban like there's like this legend or there's like this like wise tale that there's a house, like a little cottage, like really like deep in the mountains, right? That people would always see like this light up there at night. There's nobody living up there. That thing is so secluded up there that even the roads are pretty much like non-existent. Like you have to leave your car at the side of the road and hike it up there to even get to it because it's gone. But the cottage still stands throughout the years. But the light is always there, and we always thought there was like a light post up there, and because we've all seen it, but we never acknowledged it either because we're too afraid to acknowledge it, or because we just thought that we had a rational explanation for it. So a lot of people, they want to test their luck because they want to die. They say, "Oh, we're gonna go out there and investigate it. We're gonna go with the cameras and see what the fuck is up there." I'm not one of them, but I guess that one night we were just drunk enough and around there, like, yo, we're gonna go up to what the
As
plaza.
you do.
Let's
As
just,
you do.
what? Listen, like, yo, he's like, oh, we're kind of sleepy. It's around 11. Fuck it. Let's go up there and find out this shit is true. God damn me. So we're hiking up there in our boat shoes because us city kids over there hiking up
Your
this
what
fucking
shoes?
mountain. Oh yeah, well, in DR they wear like tight jeans, like polo shirts tucked into their jeans and all that.
Ooh,
It's
fancy.
very European. It's very European.
I've never
Okay,
seen
okay.
somebody in
we-
Europe dressing like that, but
Oh
on.
yeah, give us
You
go
haven't
to
been to
Spain.
Europe then.
Yeah,
Haven't been
yeah,
to
go,
Europe, dude.
go
You're
to
right,
Spain.
you're right.
So we're walking. So we get there. We see the cottage. I'm telling you, man, this is every horror movie out there, except that we're all black and we don't know who's gonna get the first one out. It's nothing, no light. We saw the light. We oh look, there's a light up there. We know where it is. So we're just gonna go in a straight route up there. We get up there, there's no light. Somebody says, oh, it must have been the moonlight. I'm like, bro, this shit's made out of wood. What is it reflecting off? He's like, let's go inside and find out. We go inside.
Oh, you got to
I
the
am
cottage.
shitting
You got
myself.
to the cottage. All
We
right.
got to the cottage. So the tale is that you have to sleep in there. You have to sleep and survive the night.
Of
Please
course.
tell me you did
But-
not sleep in there.
But the story is that a lot of people who have tried to sleep there would, for some reason, wake up at the side of the road the next day. That's the thing.
Okay.
Nobody's ever woken up in the house.
Can you imagine like a guy
This is
who lives in
good.
the cottage
This
and he
is
gets
good.
home like again somebody's sleeping in my fucking bed and he takes the person and put it right there.
Bro, we are a group
Sounds
of
like
6.
aliens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
we are a group of 6 people
again.
that walked up there. We're not that small. We're about like maybe the fattest one's like 230 pounds. We go up there again. I don't remember all like the whole like why we decided to do it, but we're in there. We're like, fuck it, we're gonna do it. It's like past midnight. We're tired. Fuck it, we'll just stay here, and we're not gonna go down the mountain again because we're probably gonna get either lost or we're gonna get hurt going down. So we wait till next until sunlight. So a couple of us stay inside, the other ones stay on the outside of the cottage, and we all knock out. Inside the cottage, there was really nothing in there. It was like just some chairs and just old stuff from like the 60s. Like a lot of like propaganda from like the old dictator and shit like that. Bro, next thing in the morning, I wake up cold as fuck. Like I feel like I got dropped in the ocean onto a lake or something. It was like I was wet. Like I was like from head to toe, I was drenched.
Were you inside or outside?
I was outside.